If you're promoting a new product or service, maybe you're launching an online course or a membership, a video explaining how you help people and demonstrating the product or service will greatly help to increase your sales. 87% of customers say that a video has helped them with their buying decision. But there are videos and then there are high impact videos designed to get results. One of the biggest things with a sales video is it helps people understand what's in it for them. Okay, so here are the 4 things that it needs to have. Your sales video and any advertising for that matter creates curiosity, interest, desire, and action. It showcases the benefits over the features. And in today's episode of Content Catalyst, I'm going to share with you how to create a sales video that converts. Because here's the thing, a sales video has a few important steps compared to just running a video like an Instagram reel or something like that. A well-crafted strategic sales video has a few key elements that experts know, and especially when it comes to advertising and creating ads for campaigns, advertising agencies run these, and spend a lot of money running ads to these. So I'm going to share with you how to craft this kind of video. And there are 4 important steps when it comes to creating a good sales video. So number 1 is the messaging. You need to have clear messaging that identifies your customers, your ideal audience. It speaks directly to them and it understands and pinpoints your customers' pain points and their challenges essentially. So you need to be using the jargon that they use, the language that they use. You need to be creating real life scenarios that your audience under those circumstances would be feeling and thinking, right? So when you have clear messaging, you dial that in beautifully, and then your video becomes relatable instantly. And it also demonstrates your value, as I mentioned before. And the second point with crafting a good sales video that converts is the planning side of things. So it's all about then driving the engagement. And when you're crafting a sales video, you've got to look at holding people's attention. And as I mentioned before, it's got to demonstrate things. So we do this with having a well-crafted script. And then we look at key elements throughout the video to hold people's attention. So that could be using B-roll, and B-roll is people, places, and product, like video that's used over your talking head video. Then we use sound design, and sound design could be sound effects and music. We know music creates such a powerful emotion when we get the right music in our video. And then we look at visuals. So visuals could be text and captions, and also a lot of emojis are used these days. So this is the engagement part of planning your video. Then the next part, of course, is your filming. Now, if you were filming your sales video yourself versus having a videographer, you're going to be doing things a little bit differently, obviously. But if I was using a videographer, and I highly encourage people to use a videographer, honestly, like it's so worth the investment when you pay a good videographer to use good quality cameras that are going to come in and capture your video, go away and edit it and produce it for you. Now, that's not always possible. And look, when I do campaigns over the years, I will pay a videographer, say, come in once a year or once a season to come in and capture those videos of talking head and B-roll to build up a content library. And then I can repurpose that, 3 years down the track. Even if you go back to my previous podcast episodes about repurposing content, you'll understand that. However, that's from like here to here, and you'll spend thousands of dollars, for a good videographer to come in and capture those videos. However, there's every other day in between the year. So you need to, these days, if you have a business, is you want to be learning how to capture video yourself to fill in those spots. So if you've got a new product, for example, you don't want to have to wait for, to be able to afford to have a videographer to come in another 6 months' time. You want to get a video recorded and out straight away. And I can tell you that when you do that, you will create sales. I had a campaign a couple of weeks ago, and, using 4 videos, I think we used over 4 days, we were able to, create a high 5-figure sales result. And that was because we had those sales videos and we pushed them out using our email list, and they responded. And I could see that because often what I'll do is I'll put videos into, say, YouTube, and then link that into an email. And so therefore I can see the watch rate, I can see the watch time, and I can see the click-through rate. So it's a really powerful way of being able to promote a product or service through your emails. And I can tell open rate, like the click-through rate, and also the analytics inside YouTube. So engagement is really a massive part, like considering how you're going to hold people's attention. So when we plan out a video, we look at, your script, your B-roll, your visuals, and your sound design. So then number 3 is your filming. And if you're going to film it yourself, you want to make sure that you, one, have your camera at optimum settings. You want to make sure that, I say, if it's a website video, I would film horizontally, and I'd make sure that there was enough gap around the video that you could crop in and then be able to repurpose that on your sales, on your social media rather. So then if you've left enough room to crop in for your social media, you then have one video that you can redistribute across all your social media platforms. So when you are crafting a sales video, look at filming in landscape in horizontal. And then once you've edited that, you will then go in and edit another version specifically for social media. Then if you were running, say, Facebook ads to it, I would then do another edit specifically to drive sales. And with advertising, there can be some considerations that won't work with Meta, for example, and there's timings, time constraints and things like that, which will get results. So they're the kind of things that you need to consider when you are running a sales video on Facebook ads. So then the final thing, the next step is number 4 is editing. And this is where we start to build the story. So we've got your talking head video, then you've got your B-roll, which demonstrates, it gives the supplementary footage showing what you do. And then we've got the editing and the sound design, and then we have to bring it all together. And we bring it all together to then build the story, to create emotion, to inspire action, and drive clear call to action so you get results. And they are the 4 key things that a good sales video has if you want to convert. Now, then when we start to talk about crafting your script, there's a whole other formula again to do that. And I spend a lot of time analyzing viral videos, and I'm, got mentors and things that are in creating these viral videos. And I'm going to share with you now the content formula that they use and advertising agency uses to create an engaging video script. So the first thing is the hook. The hook is the first 5 seconds of your video. Now that could be what you say and also what you show as well. And then showing could be movement in your clip, but it also could be using text on screen. So there's like 3 types of hooks that you can use. And then we look at, so just to recap on that as well. So I see a lot of creators on like Instagram and TikTok that are saying these viral hooks. And these viral hooks will work up until the point that they no longer work. A year ago, you could sit there and go, here are 3 tips to selling your house. They don't work anymore. And so when you are watching, experts on social media platforms saying, here are viral hooks that you can use, when everyone else is using those same hooks, the lifetime of those hooks will diminish very quickly. So it's always really important about thinking, rather than here's viral hooks that you can use, jump on the trend, sure, very quickly. But I would much rather think about your hooks are articulating the transformation or the problem that you have. And that is all about, and then you can have disruptors in your hooks as well. And a disruptor would be if you're got something really interesting as you're filming in the intro. So there is a whole formula with hooks. And then the next thing is identifying your problem. So you want to make sure that you are relating to the audience's pain points. And as soon as you do that, then you will start to spark curiosity. Now, a lot of the time, people might actually do that secondary. They actually put their hook as the identifying the problem, where that could actually be your hook. So when you start to write out your script and those elements, then you can start to plug those holes. Okay, so the next thing that works is that often people will think, and I see, okay, I'll use this as an example. So number 3 is explaining misconceptions that people have. And I was saying about the diet industry, for example. So if you can debunk a myth, or an excuse, a common excuse or a myth or anything like that, that's really powerful. So it might be, you've been told that eating fruit is bad for you, or you might have been told that drinking Diet Coke is good, whatever that is, right? That you have to live on a calorie diet in order to lose weight, whatever that is. I see a lot of people online doing that. That can be really powerful when you are crafting your script. Not saying about the diet advice. I'm talking about, common misconceptions that people have. So that's number 3. Number 4, present the solution. You need to clearly articulate the value that you offer and introduce it that is your way, you're uniquely you. Don't just repeat and emulate someone else's solution. Make it uniquely your business, this, I spoke about this in personal branding session recently. The thing, you can have 10 people lined up in a row and you're all doing the same thing. And I live in the Hunter Valley and there's 160 wineries here. They all sell wine. They all make wine. But if you can hone in on the one thing that makes you uniquely you, oh my gosh, that's when people come to you and that's when people buy. So presenting the solution that's showing people why they come to you over someone else is so important. The other thing that's really powerful to do when you script out in your formula is what not to do. Like, don't go along this street if you want to get bargains for this fashion. Okay, so if you can, and that's because you can see that a lot of people are making these mistakes. And if you can articulate that in your script, that's really powerful. The next step is number 6 is explain the methodology. Give people clear, actionable strategy of what they need to do when you present the solution. Number 7 is provide evidence. Now, evidence can be, as I mentioned before, is that I just ran a campaign a few weeks ago, and over 4 days, we were able to produce a five-figure campaign in 4 days. That's incredible. It's so powerful because I have seen the transformation and I can tell you genuinely that happened. And then the next more powerful thing is testimonials when someone else has experienced it. So if you want to build credibility with your audience and you can have a third person, say how good you are, then that is going to amplify your message. So here's how I got this. Here's how I did this is really powerful. And then, of course, the last step is call to action. You've got to have a clear call to action for people. And, it's easy to forget. Like I even forget sometimes when I'm just rattling off a reel. But this is why it's so important to actually draft out your script. So if you can hit all those points when you are creating a script, then you have the power to create a really high converting sales video. So here's the thing. I need to update my sales videos myself. And last week I was like, right, I need to update my website videos. And I knew other people were launching their course at the same time. And I'm like, cool, let's make a video challenge and let's do it together. Let's have a sales video coaching week and I'll help you to create it. So here's the thing. On Monday, the 12th of August, depending on when you're listening to this episode, you can join me for 4 days of free coaching where I'm going to step you through how to create a high converting, high impact sales video. Now, here's the thing, you don't need to go viral. You don't need 2 million views on a video like this on social media to get sales. What you need, and this is why when you go, oh, how long should the video be? It's not about how long it is, it's how long you hold people's attention. Some of the best sales videos go for 2 minutes, but if you are captivated because you've used all those engagement factors, such as, sound design, B-roll, music, text, then you hold people's attention and then you step them through those buying steps of, curiosity, interest, desire, and action, then you will sell. So that is what I'm going to share with you is the formula to create a well-crafted script. I'm going to step you through how to research your video, and then we're going to film it and edit it. So here's how it's going to look. Monday, the 12th of August is all about research. The research is the most important thing because this is your messaging. So I'm going to take you through how to look up what people are searching for online. And then we're going to identify your audience, pain points, and then we're going to get crystal clear with our messaging. And then when we do this, your video will resonate with your audience based on what we're, going to script out from here. Now, I'm also going to share with you AI prompts, and we're going to use Perplexity AI to create, help us create our script. And I'm going to share with you the prompts in that stage as well. Now, the idea is that every day builds on the next day. That's why I'm doing it over 4 days, because I want you to actually do it with me. So what we're going to do is work on our messaging and on the first day. Then you're going to have your homework to do. Then on day 2, we are going to look at planning out our video. So we're going to craft our script. We're going to look at our shot list for our B-roll videos. And then we're going to look at our visual prompts as well. So we're going to create like a storyboard essentially to do that. Because the next day is all the filming, and the filming is about optimizing your camera settings. I'm going to show you how to get 4K out of your phone. We're going to film all this on our phone, by the way. And I'm going to show you how to optimize your camera settings. I'm going to share with you like angles and lighting and audio and things like that. So we get the best quality video that we can get. So even though we're not using a professional videographer in this, you can, film it yourself using your phone, and we'll make it look as professional as possible. Now, just in case you actually do want to go and get this professionally filmed, doing what day 1 and day 2 will be really powerful for you to then go, right, I need this. So, but let's face it, I would just do day 3 of filming anyway, so you know how to do it moving forward. And then day 4 is about editing. So day 4, we're going to edit our video, and we're going to build the story so we can actually inspire that action and create emotion so people understand what we do and get the sales result. And then you're ready to upload it. Now, the other thing is I've actually got Stacey Hughes, who's a Facebook expert, that's going to come in on one of the days and give us a little heads up when we're crafting and planning out a video about what to consider when you are running Facebook ads. So you know when you're designing your video, what you have to be mindful of. And she's actually doing the challenge herself. And so we'll get her in for a quick chat to break that down a little bit further. So at the end of it, so you're going to start day 1 with your messaging, then we're going to do the planning, then we're going to do the filming, then we're going to do the editing, and you're going to be able to do all of that. By Thursday, you'll be able to upload a video ready for your website, ready to, and then I'll show you how to repurpose it on your social media and Facebook ads, ready to go. Now, here's the thing. This is a course that I'll be launching soon, and I'm doing this video coaching week to help you create a sales video for free. So it's going to be the time that I'm actually going to give you all of this information for free. So if you think, oh, I'll wait until the next time around, or I can't do it, just register, watch the replay at night if you can't make it on the day. But if you are going to do the challenge, then do the homework at night, because every day we're going to be able to add on to the next layer, and the replays will only be available for those 4 days as well. So make sure that you do the work at night, so you've got the content ready to go the next day for the session. What else? It's free. Like, just come and hang out with me for the week to create a sales video if you want to sell more courses or more memberships or more wine or more houses, whatever you sell. This is not for one industry specific. This formula applies to every single industry. So if you're a restaurant, if you're accommodation, if you own a golf course, if you have a cellar door, whatever your industry, you have an online course, membership, everything. And here's the thing, I'm going to ask you, if you have a sales video on your website, I want you to go and watch it. And I want you to really evaluate it and think, is this still relevant? Number one. And does it cut the mustard? And here's why. I went and watched a few people's sales videos recently in my research of creating a sales video challenge. And it was actually from online course creators who had said, I've just launched a course. I didn't, get a great response. And then I went in and watched their sales videos. And unfortunately, I can see why that sales video didn't help them get more people into their course. And these people have phenomenal courses. I'm like, this is such powerful information that people need to know about. And the problem is that their video wasn't engaging. It was their messaging wasn't articulate, and there's key things in a sales video that you need to have a fast-paced video so people understand exactly what's in it for them and that articulates the value. And if you're starting your video with, hi, my name is, and here's all about me, and here's what I do, and here's why I created the course, and yada, 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 people don't care. People don't care about you as much as you, unfortunately. And this is why we have to have hooks. We have to identify the problems. We've got to articulate the value, what's in it for them. We need to understand our audience's problems and get that messaging dialed in. And this is the formula that I'm going to share with you in our video challenge. So if you do want to jump in and do the video challenge, the information is in the show notes. Go to my website, debszabo.com, and you can register for free for the video challenge, the Content Catalyst video challenge, and we are going to create a sales video that converts in 4 days next week from Monday, the 12th of August. If you know somebody that needs a sales video, share this episode with them. Don't gatekeep this, because this is going to be the one time that this is going to be for free. And if you know a friend or a relative or someone you know that needs more sales and has a great product that needs to put themselves out there, share this episode with them, because it will be a game changer. I know how powerful sales videos are. I've used them for years, and I want to help you to make more money, essentially, and convert more customers, because I know you've got a great product and I know you've got people to help. So let's do it. See you then.